Joseph Parker has already conquered the man who shattered Anthony Joshua's invincibility, Andy Ruiz Jr., and now he's ready to hand Daniel Dubois the same fate. Dubois may have the power, but Parker has the blueprint. And when the final bell rings, it's the smarter fighter, not the harder hitter, who will emerge victorious. In fact, I am making a bold prediction now. Joseph Parker will beat Daniel Dubois worse than he did Deontay Wilder and Zhilei Zhang. If possible, we may be looking for another quitting mode from Daniel Dubois, because when you cannot land that knockout indeed the jabs keeps pouring in, then boom, it is over. This is not Anthony Joshua where many of you pressured for knockout. This is Joseph Parker, the man who cleaned Anthony Joshua's mess by beating Andy Ruiz. Joseph Parker has one job in this fight. Take away Daniel Dubois' knockout power and it's over. I tell you guys, a repeat is about to happen where Daniel may decide, oh, I'm done. Stick to the end of this video as I analyze the upcoming fight between Joseph Parker against Daniel Dubois. Joseph Parker.
And Parker now trying to put him under pressure. Wilder just missing with a right hand that whistled past the chin of Parker. Good shot by Parker. Was that a little wobble by Wilder just as he came off the ropes? It was solid from Parker. There's another one, followed up by a left as well, and Andy Lee beckons him in.
His upcoming showdown with Daniel Dubois has all the makings of a tactical battle between raw power and refined skill. Parker, a seasoned veteran in the heavyweight division, will look to outbox and outsmart Dubois, exploiting his experience and ring IQ to neutralize the younger fighter's devastating power. To take Dubois the full 12 rounds and claim victory, Parker's strategy must hinge on smart boxing, intelligent movement, and disciplined execution. I want to get this off my chest. Daniel Dubois didn't beat Anthony Joshua because he was spectacular. He beat an Anthony Joshua who forgot his basics and was looking to impress the British crowd. This is a factor that will play out for Joseph Parker. He is under no pressure, and remember how everyone didn't give him a chance against Wilder and Zhang. Parker is about to do another miracle here. While Dubois has proven his knockout power time and again, questions remain about his ability to adapt against fighters who refuse to stand and trade. In his loss to Joe Joyce, Dubois struggled against a consistent jab, and Parker's superior hand speed and mobility could expose similar vulnerabilities. If Parker can establish his rhythm early and keep Dubois off balance, he has a clear path to victory, either by outpointing him over 12 rounds or forcing a stoppage through accumulation. Here's the reason why Joseph Parker will beat Daniel Dubois. Utilizing the ring. One of Parker's greatest strengths is his ability to use the ring to his advantage. Against Dubois, who relies heavily on closing the distance and unloading his power punches, Parker must prioritize mobility. The ring is Parker's ally, and his ability to stay on his toes, circle away from Dubois' power hand, and create angles will be essential in frustrating the aggressive Brit. From the opening bell, Parker can set the tone by staying light on his feet and using lateral movement to dictate the pace. Dubois thrives on pressuring his opponents into stationary targets, but Parker's ability to keep the fight in constant motion will prevent Dubois from setting his feet and generating full power. By pivoting off the ropes and slipping out of corners, Parker can turn Dubois into a chaser rather than a hunter. Establishing the jab. A key component of Parker's strategy will be his jab, a weapon he has used effectively throughout his career. The jab will serve multiple purposes in this fight. First, it will allow Parker to maintain distance and keep Dubois at bay. Second, it will disrupt Dubois' rhythm and prevent him from finding a comfortable range for his power shots. Finally, it will create openings for Parker's combinations, allowing him to land scoring blows without overcommitting. Parker must be consistent with his jab, mixing it up with feints and double jabs to keep Dubois guessing. By varying the speed and placement of his jab, Parker can prevent Dubois from timing it and launching counters. A stiff jab to the body, in particular, can sap Dubois' energy and slow down his forward momentum, making it harder for him to close the gap as the fight progresses. Deontay Wilder, on the other hand, is a fighter known for his one-punch knockout power, capable of ending a fight in an instant. Facing Wilder required Parker to be constantly alert and disciplined, knowing that one mistake could cost him the fight. Parker's ability to stay focused under such pressure and use his stick-and-move style to frustrate Wilder speaks volumes about his ring IQ and adaptability. By moving laterally and keeping Wilder off balance, Parker effectively neutralized much of the threat posed by Wilder's devastating right hand. Dubois isn't any different, counterpunching and exploiting mistakes. While Dubois is a formidable puncher, he has shown vulnerabilities when facing skilled counterpunchers. In his loss to Joe Joyce, Dubois struggled against a disciplined opponent who exploited his defensive lapses and predictable patterns. Parker, with his quick hands and sharp reflexes, is well equipped to capitalize on similar openings. Against Jile Zhang, a southpaw with incredible size and punching power, Parker demonstrated his ability to absorb punishment while maintaining his composure. Zhang, who has made a name for himself as one of the most dangerous punchers in the division, found it difficult to land clean shots on Parker due to his elusive movement and defensive instincts. Parker's strategy of creating angles and staying active with his jab allowed him to minimize Zhang's effectiveness and avoid prolonged exchanges. As Dubois presses forward, Parker can look to draw him into traps, using feints and subtle movements to lure him into overextending. Once Dubois commits, Parker can counter with crisp combinations before stepping out of range. The key for Parker will be to strike efficiently, landing clean punches without engaging in prolonged exchanges that could give Dubois an opportunity to retaliate. Boxing smartly in the middle rounds. As the fight enters the middle rounds, Parker's focus should shift to maintaining his energy while continuing to frustrate Dubois. By this stage, Dubois may start to feel the mental and physical toll of chasing an elusive opponent. Parker's ring IQ will be crucial here. He must balance his activity, avoiding unnecessary risks while continuing to score points. Smart clinching can also play a role in disrupting Dubois' rhythm. When Dubois gets too close, Parker can tie him up, forcing the referee to separate them and resetting the action. This tactic not only neutralizes Dubois' power, but also allows Parker to control the tempo of the fight. The experience against knockout artists has definitely equipped Parker with the tools necessary to handle a fighter like Daniel Dubois. Dubois, while powerful, relies heavily on landing his big shots to dictate the fight. Parker's proven ability to handle heavy hitters and his knack for hitting and moving will be crucial in neutralizing Dubois' power. Parker's quick footwork and sharp combinations can allow him to land his shots and escape before Dubois has the chance to respond. Closing strong in the championship rounds. In the later rounds, Parker's superior conditioning and experience in 12-round fights will give him a significant edge. While Dubois has shown tremendous power early in fights, his stamina in the later rounds remains unproven against a high-level opponent. Parker, having gone the distance multiple times in his career, knows how to pace himself and finish strong. By the championship rounds, Parker should be looking to pile on the pressure, using his combinations to outwork Dubois and cement his dominance on the scorecards. His ability to remain disciplined, stick to the game plan, and exploit Dubois' fatigue will be critical in ensuring a decisive victory. The path to victory. Parker's path to victory lies in his ability to make this a boxing match rather than a brawl. By using the ring, establishing his jab, counterpunching effectively, and staying disciplined, Parker can take Dubois into deep waters and emerge victorious on points. This fight will not only test Parker's technical skills, but also his mental toughness and ability to execute under pressure. If Parker can execute this strategy to perfection, he will not only neutralize Dubois' power, but also reaffirm his status as one of the smartest and most durable fighters in the heavyweight division. This is a fight where brains must prevail over brawn, and Parker has all the tools to ensure that happens. But let me know what you think in the comments section.